This is our first release of what we call Vintner's Reserve. This is what I really look at as the way the wines are developed is we start at the top, effectively with the Tannat as the top wine. That selection is made. After that, the estate wine is blended. That selection is made. Then, out of everything that's in the winery, the Vintner's Reserve is selected and blended. After that, the varietal wines are made, Cabernet Franc, Malbec, Petit Verdot. And then we end up with the final blend being Padlock Red, Buddy's Bistro Red. We kind of work our way down. The Vintner's Reserve 2007. This is still relatively early in what we had as choices of plantings because fortunately we saved space and slowly planted steadily over time and made some transitions. This one is really an interesting wine to me and what I really consider kind of an anomaly for us and for Virginia. This wine is dominated by Cabernet Sauvignon. I forget the exact number, but it's somewhere in the 60-some% Cabernet Sauvignon. The next dominant component is going to be about 20% Cabernet Franc, and it's somewhere around 10-12% Petit Verdot. Those were the grapes that we had to work with at the time, with the Tannat being kind of separated off into the top tier Tannat. This wine is made based on Cabernet Sauvignon exclusively in response to the vineyard year that we had. The hot, dry conditions that we had really showed Cabernet Sauvignon well in a way that it typically doesn't in Virginia. In my mind, Cabernet Sauvignon works nice as a blending component. It tends to lose its structural integrity and intensity. Tends to be a real jammy, lush, very approachable wine in Virginia under typical year and typical conditions. Again, works nice for blending into your base type blends. Cabernet Sauvignon in 2007, the hot, the dry. Again, this is where you got the win-win of the good sides of California Cabernet Sauvignon, the good sides of Bordeaux Cabernet Sauvignon. To me, those features kind of came together in the way that grape came in this season. It was able to be picked earlier because of the accelerated ripening in 2007, held on to the backbone integrity of the wine, still have those ripe dark fruit type characteristics. I don't really intend to ever make another wine like this again. This is unique because of 2007. If you want something that is a hallmark and a signature to the year, the season in and of itself, what was 2007 like? That's it right there in your glass. The reason I say that also is because year in, year out, the warm seasons, the cool seasons, dry seasons, wet seasons, I know you hate hearing it over and over again, but the Malbec, the Petit Verdot, Tannat are the top grapes. They're structurally very different. They blend together extremely well as far as I'm concerned, and what I already have blended to bottle for 2008 is a blend of Malbec, Petit Verdot, and Tannat. And I see that as being the signature Virginia blend in my mind, or at least the signature Chateau O'Brien Vintner's Reserve blend. We didn't have enough of those grapes to pick from this year, nor would I necessarily have said that as far as something that's really going to define that vintage year, that would have outclassed this. This is really an interesting phenomena, being able to dominate a red blend with Cabernet Sauvignon. This one, I don't know how early they did or didn't have these open. This is the one that I encourage you to decant 15 minutes or so.
This is right on. This is 15 minutes.
Yeah, so I'm not talking excessive decant for 2 hours and all that nonsense. You know, just a few minutes to get the air into it. It is Cabernet Sauvignon. It shows Cabernet Sauvignon varietal character. So it's got a little bit of an edge to it, being that it's young. 20 months in a barrel, 11 months in a bottle. It's as young as you can release a Cabernet Sauvignon, and in Bordeaux it would have given another year in the barrel and it would have given another 2 years in the bottle before they start to release this kind of thing. So it's bold because it's young. This is the one wine in the flight that I consider as is going to really ideally, with the opportunity of 2 or 3 more years, bottle age, show it in the right spot where it's supposed to be. It's great now with the decanting. 2 or 3 years more in the bottle, it's going to be in the exact same spot. Fabulous wine. This one's an ager for the long haul. Alcohol, the concentration, the backbone, the structure, the acidity, it's balanced. This is going to be great in 5 years. This thing's going to hold up easily 15 years, no problem. And it's going to be showing fabulously at that point in time. If you're a fan of the classic Cabernet Sauvignon based blend, to me that's a really nice example of it.